What's up guys, Afro here, bringing you my Grand Slam games versus the mighty Chimpact. So let's just hop straight into the first game. Alright, so we started off with OU. He bought one on Fuga team, says he bought it by accident, but I don't know, I think he swiped it from somewhere. He leaves with a Roman, he's predicting my main show. I go straight into Empoleon to get my stealth rocks up. And he goes into Karim. Now here, in team building I was debating whether to put Raw or Protect on this, and obviously now I wish I put Protect. I can't remember why I put Raw on there. If it comes back to bite me because he gets that off, I can't risk switching anything into this monster because it'll just fucking die. Get the score, no burn of course, but that's Chimpact for you. He makes a good double out to Empoleon. I U-turn. Now now here, you see, I was thinking, you know, Chimpact's a decent player. He's not just gonna scold here, because he wants to get rid of the rocks. Cause I mean, he's got the Kyurem, he's got the Arcanine, and they don't want to come in on rock. Well, nothing really does want to any. So I didn't think he would scold here, but so I go out to Doug Trio thinking, oh, he won't have scolded, and of course he makes the play. So my Jamvads die early, and now I can't trap his Arcanine or his Empoleon. And now here, I was debating for a while because I know Fuga likes to run Protect on his Empoleon, so I was getting a bit worried about just clicking high jump kick. Turns out I didn't have it because obviously he switches out, but I went for the knockoff anyway, that's why I didn't go for high jump kick there. And I didn't want to risk U-turn, him staying in. And here he makes another double up to Empoleon. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's getting ghosted for this one because I wasn't in call with him for this. I'll just go back out to my Empoleon here. He gets his rocks up. I have defog on my Crobat, so I can't get rid of them. He was out to Machamp. Of course, I don't burn again, but it's whatever. I go out to Sableye. I knew he'd knock off, but I didn't want anything else to have their night item knocked off. And he goes to Rotom. I missed the Will-O-Wisp. You can tell how this game and possibly how this series is gonna go. So now I'm forced out. He looks Volt Switch. He goes. I don't know why doesn't. I have no idea why he goes out to Empoleon here, because I could have the superpower, and Aromatisse hard walls me anyway. But instead he chooses to go to Empoleon. I thought, oh, okay, maybe have Ice Beam or something. But instead he goes for Toxic, and now the reason this play makes no sense is because my best switch into Empoleon is my own Empoleon, which isn't even affected by Toxic. So I have no idea why he made that play. But I mean, I'm not complaining about it. And then here I went for Dark Pulse. I didn't count this, but I thought this thing was physically defensive, so Dark Pulse would be doing a lot. But turns out it does absolutely nothing, so it definitely isn't a 2-hit KO. So I forced out again here, because I can't let him just wish up for free. And now here I make another misplay, because as I said earlier, I have Roar on this, but oh shit. But I forgot that it goes through Protect, so I just click Scold here. Whereas if I could have forced this thing out, it would have been nice. He'd only been at 26% when he came back in, not able to really wall much. But I mean, I'm still not getting birds on my Scolds, which is, you know, just a little bit annoying. But we can deal with it. But I forced him out here. He's a bit more health. Goes out to the Kyurem, and now here he makes another bad play. He goes for Ice Beam, where I'm near 100% sure that this thing runs Dragon Pulse, and Ice Beam wouldn't have killed my Empoleon, and Dragon Pulse kills everything else on my team. But that's what's chimping, so I guess I'll deal with it. I go out to Kyurem, he's going to force to sack his Empoleon here. But then he has a physically defensive Arcanine with Rocky Helmet, and I can't do more than 50% to him. I knew he was going to Morning Sun here, but I can't do more than 50%, so I have to switch. And I don't want to take Rocky Helmet damage either. He gives me with the Flare Blitz, and now it's looking, I don't really have a way to kill this Arcanine. Has extreme speed for my Hydreigon, Will-O-Wisp for both my physical attackers, or just Flare Blitz. As you'll see here, just Flare Blitz is this. He's sitting at 22%. I go out to Crobat, and he crits me with the extreme speed, which is standard Dutch impact, but I mean the game was over at this point anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then you're just gonna go out to his Kyurem to finish up the game. I U-turn here. It's not really any point. I should just click Brave Bird, but I go out to Hydreigon. Let's sack that, and I come back here. I don't even go for Brave Birds next turn because even if I crit and killed him, I'd kill myself anyway, so I just get rid of the hazards. One last defog before I die. Look at him. Still got. You see, he was getting cocky after this. In fact, this was my plan. I thought, oh, let me get his confidence rising up. Because now look at this. still got this. He was feeling a bit too dry after this. So then I had to bring out my best creation. It was time for Uber's next. Look at that crisp squad. He leads off with the Kyogre, but I get the sun up. I've got the Icy Water, because Kyogre's a monster and I needed something to check it on this team. I'm just going to hit him with the Will-O-Wisp. I don't know, well, I guess he doesn't really have much to go to, but I mean Klefki would have been a better switch in my opinion. So he goes up to Giratina. He makes a good double switch here. I was thinking, oh, this is an easy switch. He goes into Kyogre and I'm like, ooh, that's not too crisp. And then here he surfs. That really makes no sense because he said it was in case I hit him with a Brave Bird or something, but the only way I'd outspeed him is if I was Choice Banded. And even then it's like a speed tie, and I'd kill him if I was Choice Banded. So he definitely should have Water Spouted there. And it would have been, well, obviously it would have done a lot more damage. But I'm not complaining. I was here predicting to not go back out to Giratina. And then I think I just want to get damage off on this Klefki, so it can't be annoying setting up spikes and everything. Sounds only at 18%, it can't really wall much anymore. I'm going to get my health back up because, like I say, this is the only thing I have for that Specs Kyogre. And I'll predict to switch out here and just get rid of the spikes because Kangaskhan up, facing Kangaskhan with spikes on your side isn't good because it just forces so many switches. And now again, he makes a double into Kyogre, and here I have to sack something because it's just too powerful. I don't actually know if this mattered. I think he said it didn't matter, but I mean, you can never trust Chimpact to be honest. And I'll go to my best creation. Oh, smash hype, yeah, everyone's hyped for that. But now here, the set I am is sub, low kick, ice beam, Zen headbutt. And now here you could say that I mispredicted as he went out to Giratina, but what this does, me going for low kick, is it lulls him into a false sense of security. And now as you see, this next turn he goes for Will-O-Wisp as I set up the sub. Now if I'd ice beamed on the switch, he would have just shadow sneaked before he died, and then I wouldn't have had a free sub up. So that's why sometimes it's better if you have sub to just lure them in a bit, and then he can't break my sub, and he dies to an ice beam. He has the Mega Kangaskhan anyway, but now I get to get my steadfast boosts without having to take as much damage, only 10%. This was just in case this Rayquaza was Scarf or something, getting a nice boost. And look how much this low kick does. Mega Mewtwo X ain't fucking around. Jesus. He goes to the extreme speed, I'm fine with that. As long as I get this thing out of the way. And now sitting up at 5-3 at the moment. I don't want to sack this just yet because like a low kick just demolishes his team. And Groudon can take really any attack Kangaskhan has quite easily. And my Earthquake, it does more than I expected. Look at that, it's a 2-hit here. Now this turn, I choose to set up my Stealth Rocks. And the reason I did that, as opposed to just clicking Earthquake again, is because my Aegislash has Pursuit, so if he ever brought in his Kangaskhan again, and I sack something like Ho-Oh, it doesn't really matter, then I could go into Aegislash and Pursuit him and he'd be dead to Rocks the next time he came in. Because it was kind of annoying, because with Kangaskhan gone, my Mewtwo just wins the game. So that was the plan here. And goes up to Dialga, and I know I can live any Draco or anything and kill him myself. He just get Rocks to, I guess, cripple my Ho-Oh, although I wouldn't say that was that important. Getting rid of my Groudon, I just said, was more important, but I guess it doesn't really matter. He doesn't really have much chance at this point. He goes out to Kyogre, I'm just going to sack my Groudon now. Does at 13% it's not really doing much. I'm just going out to my Hydreigon. Click Draco. I clicked Draco here because I knew his Klefki would be dead to Rocks and Burn, so I didn't really need to make a prediction. And if he stayed in, obviously Draco's my best move. Now he goes back out to Kyogre here. I'm not really sure why, but like I say, I'm not complaining because I'm pretty sure Kangaskhan could have killed me with fake outs and returns and stuff. So now his Kyogre's basically dead. I just go out to Mewtwo, click low kick because it's obviously got nothing to switch in on this. He goes out to Kanga. I sack my Ho here because I wasn't actually sure what Mega Kangaskhan ran. I wasn't sure if it ran Sucker Punch, and if it didn't, obviously I'd just go in and win with Mewtwo after this. So we'll see if he reveals it here. Turns out he does have it. And now here I was actually quite worried because I have Gyro Ball on this Aegislash, and I calculated it and I saw it didn't kill, and I thought that Kangaskhan ran Earthquake in Uber, so I was thinking, I'm about to lose because I can't kill him and he'll obviously kill me with 2 Earthquakes. So I King Shield here just to get a bit more lefties Yeah, sucker, but he didn't earthquake, so I was like, oh, hopefully he doesn't have it. And so I hit him with the gyro. And now, now everyone's thinking that I'd lost because I actually have toxic, but I didn't go for it. So everyone's thinking that I only had attacks. But then I just reveal it here. Chimpact was probably getting jive, thinking he's won another match. But then I just have to go ahead and hit him up with that toxic on the sucker punch. And down he goes. So now we're sitting at 1-1. It's a best of 5, by the way. So now we're sitting at 1-1. And now we're on to doubles next. This was his pick. I got this team. Well, I won't tell you who I got it from until the open's over, but I got this team from a friend. It's very nice of him. It's a nice standard rain team. It's powerful though. I lead off with the Landorus just to get the Intimidate off because I was pretty sure he'd leave a Kangaskhan, and I wanted to get my rain up as soon as possible, just to weaken Heatran, help my Scizor, Ludicolo, this team's obviously based around rain, so I want to get up as soon as possible. So I'm going to protect on his fake out. And that's going to U-turn out because I don't want to take a water move from Blastoise. I don't really know what they do. He goes for the Icy Wind though, which will make even in rain, will make my Ludicolo slower than his Kangaskhan. I'm going to hit him with the fake out, and then he uses to follow me on his Blastoise, and I miss Hydro, which is unfortunate. Now I'm just double attacking the Kangaskhan at this point because I want that thing gone because it's obviously a massive threat. So I Giga Drain the Blastoise. I wasn't expecting to protect, but then I miss my Hydro on the Kangaskhan, and that's going to be really annoying because this Kangaskhan's going to stay around and do some more big damage to my team. And again, he follows me, so I can't attack it. Now here, I actually made a mistake. I actually forgot that Mega Kangaskhan was faster than Thundurus, but it didn't matter because he ended up switching out, and he doesn't really have much for this. I go for Hidden Power Flying. It's Hidden Power Flying, not Ice, and I hit him with a Hydra as well, and that's Thundurus down, and that's one of his electric resists gone. And one of his ground immunity's gone, so I'm thinking, if I just get rid of the Landorus T, then Thundurus and Landorus, just clicking Earthquake and Thunder, is about to just demolish the rest of his team. So he goes up to Landorus here. Now, I stay in because I know Rock Slide can't kill Thundurus, and Hydro Pump and Hidden Power Flying should be able to kill, even if he follows me with Blastoise, it should be able to kill both of them. It should be able to kill either of them, whoever gets double attacked. So I go for the Hidden Power Flying, hits me with the Rock Slide. He's not Scarf because I outspeed him. I don't really know what set he is, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm glad he's not Scarf because it meant I couldn't get flinch with my Thundurus. And then I hit him with a Hydro next, and now all of his ground immunities and all of his electric immunities are gone. So he really does not have any chance at this point. He goes out to Kangaskhan. Now I have an easy switch into Scizor in the rain. Even if one of them carries a rare fire move or whatever, it doesn't matter because I resist Fairy and I resist normal. So this is an easy switch. Just protect with my Politoed as I make the switch. I'm Mega Scizor, so I'm just going to Mega Evolve here. Make a safe play, go for the Bullet Punch on his Kangaskhan. He Sucker Punch though, which is a good play. And down that goes, and again, sitting at 5-3. Looking nice and easy. And the rest, like I say, the rest of the game, it doesn't matter. I can win with some other stuff, but really, as soon as I get Landorus or Thundurus in, the game's just over. I protect here, but he actually goes for Eruption on my Politoed. I guess he predicted the protect. Oh no, it hits both of them. I didn't even see that. Okay, it hits both of us. Pardon you. I go for the Side Shock on his Blastoise, he protects, that's a good play. He gets me with the Earth Power, crits me. Doesn't really matter, it's still doing nothing. He goes for protect, so I go for Side Shock again. I try to Hydro from his Heatran, but it still doesn't work. He goes for the Icy Wind, doesn't really matter. I guess Latios I'm pretty sure Latios still outspeeds like his whole team. And now he protects, but he can't kill me with an Earth Power without a crit, and he doesn't get it, so I'm going to hit him with this Hydro, and down goes Heatran. Now he's just down to his final two, Sylveon and Blastoise, and obviously these are going to get cleaned up. Go for Protect here. Now he goes for Quick Attack. I can only assume he meant to quick. He said he misclicked. I can only assume he meant to Quick Attack my Latios. That would make a lot more sense than Quick Attack in Politoed, I think. And he goes for Hyper Voice, kills off my Politoed, and now I just go out to my Mega Scizor and hit him with the... Well, he protects just to draw out the game a bit longer. I mean, come on, Chimpact. Is that really necessary? So he protects, but then this turn just dies that Bullet Punch. Alright, so now I'm up 2-1, and I guess the fact that there's not another replay here kind of spoils this match, but I mean, let's get into it anyway. But apart from the doubles team, I did build all these teams myself, because I prefer building myself. Can bring out some slick innovations on people. And I got a few of the sets from teams I'd been given for the Little Cup Open, but I did make the team myself. Alright, so I'm going to lead with Chinchou because he has no Volt Blocker on his team, and has a pretty good matchup versus a lot of his Pokemon. He leads Fungus, and I'm actually Rest Talk, so I'm going to stay in here, just try and get a burn as he hopefully goes for Spore, which he does, which is nice for me, so now I don't have to Sleep Fodder or anything else. I go out to Mienfoo, and he crits me with the Sludge Bomb. You're going to see a lot of that this game. You're going to see a lot of hacks. I knock off his Eviolite as he goes to Snubble. I didn't actually know what these things did. I had no idea they ran Thief. I don't know if that's a unique set or something. And he crits me again here, but thankfully I burn him at the same time, so it's a bit of justice. I hit him with the Fire Blast as he goes for Heal Bell. And now he's... I thought all Ponytas ran like Flame Body or something, but he reveals here that he's Flash Fire. Now I'm going to switch out to my Chinchou because it's a hard counter apart from Sunny Day sets really. And I don't think Sunny Day sets run Flash Fire. So I'm going to go for the Sleep Talk here. I pull the Scald. Unfortunately don't get the burn, so now he's going to get all his health back, back up out of Defeater's range. Now I go for Sleep Talk again. Of course I pull the rest. Anything would have made this thing useless, any move I pulled. And I double out here. Now the reason I doubled here is one because obviously I'm immune to Earthquake, and I resist Acrobatics, and Rock Slide isn't actually that common, so it wasn't that big of a risk, and I knew there was a possibility he would switch there. So I go out to my own Archon, and I need to defog away these hazards because my Diglett and my Ghastly are Sash, and I just can't have that being broken. And obviously my Ponyta and this Archon don't appreciate rocks either. So he's actually going to go for the Sludge Bomb here to try and land the poison on me. Fortunately he doesn't. I'm just going to hit with an Acro because I got no real reason to switch. Now he said this was a min roll, but I'm not actually sure if that's true. And now here I go for the, because like I say Rock Slide is quite rare, I thought he might switch his Archon to try and tank in Acrobatics, and I catch him with the Rock Slide and down that thing goes, and that's huge because that was his Rock Setter, and now he cannot set those up. My Ghastly and my Diglett are looking nice. He goes to the Wisp. I was fairly certain he'd Wisp or Wild Charge or something, but I don't really need Mian for this match, not once that Snubbles around and the Amoonguss. I can't really do too much to them. So I thought I'd just go into this, and this gives me something else to switch in on Spore if Chinchou ever wakes up. So I'm going to knock off the Snubble again. Now at this point I went and searched up Smogon sets to see if these things got Earthquake, and they do. So I was considering going to Ghastly here, but I thought Ponyta's not that important. With his own Ponyta around, my Ponyta's not that important. So I'll just go to that, even if EQ's not the end of the world. He goes to Play Rough though, which is nice. And now I just click Fire Blast. Doesn't really matter if it goes to his own Ponyta because I got Chinchou. But of course, I miss. And look at him dropping fucking question mark. This is why you should hate Chimpact. Yeah, this is why you should go drop an unsub after you finish watching this video. Jesus. I go out to Chinchou here. I didn't predict Wild Charge specifically, but I assumed I'd be able to wall anything he went for. Now here, after I woke up, I knew I was going to wake up, and I clicked Volt Switch, and then I realised that he might have known that I was going to wake up. So what I do here, as opposed to going like straight into Archon or something, I actually go into my Mienfoo to absorb the Spore because I thought he might go for that, and he does end up going for it. So here I'm just going to click Knock Off, get rid of that Eviolite, just to make it a bit easier to take down for anything else on the team. And these next few turns I'm just sacking Mienfoo really. I go for the Acrobatics. No, I don't. That's a lie. Okay, I U-turn this turn to absorb the Spore. There we go. And then I go back out to Mienfoo to sack it. I have Acrobatics on this just for like Croagunk and stuff if they knock you off. Or, well, any fighting type really. Yeah, so this goes down. He's not lost that much health, but I just wanted to free switch to my Archon because he has nothing to come in and tank in Acrobatics really. I think Ponyta could take one, but then it just dies with a Rock Slide the next turn, so even if it Wisps me. So yeah, I'm sitting nice. I've got 2 Sash Pokemon. I've got this Archon which kind of demolishes his team, and I've got this Chinchou for his Ponyta, which is the only real threat left. He's going to go for the Flare Bits. I pull the Volt Switch, which is nice because now I can just go straight into my Sash Diglett and just EQ and kill this. And now this game's definitely over now. He has no way to beat my Sash Pokemon. And I have Archon to always take down this Mienfoo. So now I just sack Chinchou because no real need for it anymore. And now Chimp tried to say that this was a speed tie or something. I don't know, he did. It was either I got max damage or I got a speed tie. He's always got some little excuse up his sleeve. And now here, Acrobatics, just break the Sash. He kills me off. And then I go into my Ghastly, which has Sucker Punch, Shawty, Yagura for that set. I don't know if it's his, but I stole it from his team. And that's a GG Chimp. That's 3-1, and I'm through to the semi-finals of Grand Slam, and I should be against Anti Lucky next game. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.